Live from Corville Stadium on Galveston Island. It is a rainy evening, but we've still got some football, folks. The Clear Life Media Game of the Week as Ball High is visited by Texas City. Brandon, it should be a good one. I'm Clay Roberts calling the action with Brandon Williams.
It is going to be a good one despite the weather. Two hard-hitting defenses. The last two games these two teams have played a combined 34 points. Expect another low-scoring game tonight between two longtime rivals.
Folks, should be some old-school football here at the Clear Life Media Game of the Week. You can see, folks, the ponchos are out. The stadium's not as full as they should be, but that's okay. They got some umbrellas. There's some real troopers out there. Brandon, we were talking about in the pregame warm-ups, there were a lot of balls on the ground. There was a lot of slipperiness happening, a lot of wetness. Should be some slop out there, and that always makes for a fun time.
Fortunately for both teams, we're on natural grass, so it's a case of where both teams will have to adjust to the challenges of the weather. They didn't have to deal with that last week. This week, they definitely will. The weather has kind of slowed up a bit, but it looks like we're going to be rainy for much of the evening. Absolutely.
As we see here, both team captains walking out. I'll let you take the Texas City side, my man.
All right. For the Stingrays, we have got number 1, Michael Sauls. Number 6, that is going to be Gavin Greif. Number 13 for Texas City is Xavier Isaac. And number 44 for the Stings, Zach DeBoard.
And for Ball High, it's going to be Sasaki Jones. That's number 9. Looks like, and I'm trying to get some visual on the numbers here. Number 1, I believe.
Number 1, yeah, that is going to be
Arinthius Wynn.
Yeah.
Number 30.
Number 30 for Ball, that is going to be
Joey Cancia.
And let's see, one more.
Number 60, Dylan Alford.
Okay, and we are getting ready to go and get this thing underway. Both teams won their regular season openers. Ball ran through Manville 54-26.
My goodness.
Jonah Williams, 5 touchdowns, 1 kickoff return, 2 rushing, 2 receiving. Texas City, 47-7 win over Houston Sterling. Their defense got them 2 defensive touchdowns and a safety. That all came in the first half.
Starting out hot, you always want to see your team start out hot, especially in the season opener. It's a good sign of things to come when you can hit the ground running. You have to carry that momentum going forward, and that's exactly what Week 2 is all about. It's the momentum week, in my opinion. How do you handle a big blowout win in that first week?
Texas City has won 5 straight season openers, so getting off to a strong start. Nothing new for head coach Sean Evans and his squad, but this is going to be a challenge facing a Ball High team that, of course, is a 9-win team from last year. And a lot of focus is centering around Jonah Williams, but this is more than just the Jonah Williams team. As they showed last week, this is a very talented ball club with a lot of speed on both sides of the ball, as we will see tonight.
That is going to be number 80 setting up for this kickoff. That is going to be Ethan Marines.
And number 4, Texas City. Number 3, Tristan Blackman. Number 15, that is going to be Colin Harris. And it is a squib kick that is going to be a fair catch at around the 27-yard line. It will be Jayden Johnston with the fair catch. So the Stingrays will have 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line to start this game.
Brandon, we were talking about it before the game. Texas City doesn't like to throw the ball too much. This rainy weather is kind of right up their alley.
They had 9 guys carry the ball last week for a total of 186 yards, led by Maurice Burton, 71 yards. On 11 carries. They only threw 7 passes last week as Coach Sean Evans rotated quarterbacks, and we're going to see Clyde Votal in at quarterback to begin the game. And it is going to be a handoff. Looks like it is to Burton, and he's not going to get much of anything towards defense in there. Number 47, Travian Dotson, senior defensive lineman, also in there on the stop, along with number 92, Devon Boone, junior defensive lineman. So a gain of about maybe no gain, actually. So it'll be a 2nd down and 10 for Texas City at their own 26-yard line.
It's very interesting, too. When you have a more balanced offense, those early runs can be pacemakers for the they set the pace for the entire game. But with this Texas City team, they're going to keep running no matter what. They go backwards, they go forwards, they go right back to the line of scrimmage. You're still going to get the majority of the plays being run. So you just got to stick with it and just keep grinding away with those big uglies.
Bo Chow in the backfield with Burton. He'll get it. And there's a false start. First penalty of the night goes against Texas City, and it's going to take them back 5 yards. Now, Clay, one of the things that Coach Sean Evans was not pleased about with his team last week was the sloppy play in the second half. Of course, you get out to a big lead against a team that you're supposed to beat. You get a lot of the youngsters coming in, so a lot of unfocused play, and that was something that he wants to work on tonight.
Absolutely, and that's the thing when you run as well. You're kind of trying to live 4 yards at a time, 3 yards at a time. That's all you need. 4 yards every play will get you a first down and eventually a touchdown. But if you are getting 4 yards forwards, 5 yards back, you'll never get anywhere but the other end zone.
Receivers are at the far side, and it will be a handoff to this time number 2, Maurice Burton. And Burton again stopped, ends up losing a yard on that play.
He lost the ball as well. I'm not sure if they recovered it. I think he might have been down already.
They'll say he was down. That stop was made by number 30, Joey Cancela.
Absolutely. And it was a bit of a submarine tackle. Just shoot low and, ask questions later. Not a lot of wrapping up on that. Just try to go down and bring the ball carrier down right where he's at.
So a 3rd down and 16 coming up for the Stings at their own 21-yard line. Opening drive here. Join us on YouTube. We will follow you and also get you out there. Get your comments. Sign up if you haven't already. On 3rd down, it's going to be Burton turning the corner, and Burton is going to lose a yard on that play. Number 10, Jawan Woodbury, there on the stop. And I'll tell you what, year in, year out, Ball High is going to have talented secondaries, and Woodbury is just one reason why this secondary is going to be a tough out for anyone who faces the Tors again this season.
Absolutely. A good defensive stand there. Even without the penalty, they did not give up much, if any, yardage. My goodness, fantastic opening stand there from Ball High.
So the Tors will have Woodbury back along with Jonah Williams at the Texas City 47-yard line. Oh, snap, ball is going to be punted, and then we'll go in the direction of Woodbury, and he's going to let that ball bounce out of bounds at around the 47-yard line of TC. So the Tors will have the ball for the first time tonight, led by Caden Barker. Barker was 12 of 23, a buck 44, 3 touchdowns last week in the win over Manville.
Absolutely, and you can see it on your screen there at certain angles. The wind is whipping. The wind, honestly, might be more of a factor than the rain at this point. The rain is obviously going to make things slick. We've already seen one ball on the turf. We saw plenty of them in the pregame. But that wind could be a huge factor right now as it is blowing almost to the back.
And it'll be first play is going to be a handoff to Wynn. And Wynn is corner to corner, 35, cuts it back, 30 inside the 20 to around the 18-yard line. So on the first play, Arthenius Wynn, a gain of 29 yards and a first down for the Tors at the Texas City 18-yard line.
And Arthenius Wynn had great vision on that. He slowed down. He saw the play develop in front of him, made a move, made another move, huge chunk play as they're in the red zone now.
1st and 10, and it will be Wynn again with the handoff, trying to turn the corner, cuts it, and it's going to be stopped. You'll lose a yard on that play as the Stingrays, number 0 for the Stings, Xavier Scourin, there on the stop, senior defensive back, one of the veterans up that Stingery defense.
Yeah, we called Scarrone's name a lot last year. We're looking to call it even more this year. And that's what you want on a defense. Sure, we gave up one big play, but we're gonna push the pace, and we're going to knock you back down on your butt in the next play. It looks like we've got a timeout here. Oh, no, a holding call.
It's a holding call against Ball, and that's going to take them back 10 yards.
That's even worse.
So rather than a 2nd and long, they're going to have a 1st and fairly long. They'll take it back to the 28-yard line.
Yeah, you got a choice to make as a coach. Do you want a 2nd and long or a 1st and longer?
So 1st and 20 facing Barker, and the Tors 3 wide receivers over to the near side. Barker back, has pressure, will throw the screen to Wynn. Wynn turns the corner, and it was going to be stopped. Not much on that play as the Stingeries snuffed that one out. Number 18 for the Stings, Patrick Evans there on the stop amongst others, along with Scarrett on that play. Also number 6, Caden Clay on the stop. So they end up losing a yard on that play.
Yeah, I tell you what, they gave up a huge play on the first down of the first play of this possession, but Texas City has knuckled down ever since.
As we said, this is going to be two teams that will play a hard-hitting affair, and despite the big play on the first play, don't expect a lot of them. Handoff is going to be to Wynn, and Wynn is going to break a couple of tackles, gets inside the 25 to around the 22-yard line. So he'll get about 6 on that play. He'll make it 3rd down and long, spotted at the 22-yard line.
I'll tell you what I'm noticing about Wynn is he has, like I said earlier, very good vision. He's a good job of avoiding that first tackle. The secret is going to be getting more than one person there once he makes that move to bring him down.
And it's going to be looks like it'll be encroachment on the Stingrays. Someone got a little happy before the snap.
Absolutely, and I think Ball High was kind of hoping that they would get the
free play.
Yeah.
Officials blew the whistle on that before they cut. Tors, you gain a free 5 on that play.
That kind of gets them almost back to where they were.
Yeah.
The holding was a 10-yard penalty. This will just be 5. So
it puts them in and out a 3rd down and 11 situation.
If that does open up the playbook a bit.
It does give Benite an opportunity to let loose for the offense. So you see Jonah Williams lined up in the slot, one of 4 wide receivers on the field as it trips to the far side on 3rd down. Barker back steps, looking in the direction of Williams, and he is going to catch it in the end zone. Touchdown, Jonah Williams from 18 yards out, and it is 6-0 ball with 6:55 to go here in the first quarter. And in less than 5 quarters, Jonah Williams has 6 touchdowns on the season.
My goodness. You said it might be the Jonah Williams show. And folks, we are trying our best to catch every single bit of it. If there's any kind of, issues with the broadcast, we apologize. The rain's giving us a tough time. But I tell you, it's not giving a tough time. Jonah Williams, first points on the board. That could be a huge, huge thing early here.
Waiting on the snap, the kick is up, and the kick is going to be good as with 6:55 to go in the first quarter, it is ball 7, Texas City nothing. Clear Life Media Game of the Week will be right back.
Live in Santa Fe for the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
Has a first down, got a block, is going to score! Yeah!
Don't be surprised. Insurance companies offer bad deals for injury claims. And many lawyers, they take the bad deal, they move on to the next case. You have a choice. Hire a lawyer who will do the work. Set the tone against the insurance companies so that you get the max for your injury case. So call Lone Star Injury Attorneys, where we do the work. We punish the insurance companies when they give bad deals. Lone Star Injury Attorneys is a proud sponsor of the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
Good day, everybody.
Hi, my name is Joseph Silla, and you're watching Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
Welcome back, folks, to the Clear Life Media Game of the Week as Ball High has struck early a 7-0 lead for the Tors.
Courtesy Caden Barker, his 4th touchdown pass of the season, 18-yarder to Jonah Williams, and Williams, his 3rd touchdown catch of the season. Like we mentioned before the break, he's got 6 touchdowns already in less than 5 quarters of play.
And you got to think Texas City's wanting some big plays with his run game, obviously. If you're just living 4 yards at the time, it is hard to come back from behind with a run-heavy offense a lot of times if you're not having big plays.
1st and 10, Votel is looking to throw. Is just going to get that one away. Pressure was there by number 35, Lawrence Collymore, senior defensive lineman. Tors bringing the pressure. And as we talked about, Sean Evans enjoys running the ball as much as possible. They only attempted 8 passes last week. He wants to try to keep it at a low number, but with the way the Tors can put points up on the board, they don't want to fall behind early and put their young quarterbacks into a hole that forces them to throw a lot more than they want.
Absolutely, absolutely. You do not want to be throwing the ball if that's not your bread and butter.
2nd and 10 coming up at the 30-yard line. It will be this time next to nothing. Number 9, that is Justin Stevens, and he is stopped almost immediately.
Phoenix Pope came right through, almost untouched. It was a jailbreak on that offensive play. And I tell you, you can't quite see it from our angle or from the angle we have on the field. The flags are blowing directly in the face of Texas City. That wind is whipping into the face of Texas City. That's going to make it even harder to throw the football. They have got to get something going with this ground attack.
3rd down and 12 coming up. The loss of 2 on that play. Votel in shotgun has Stevens in the backfield with him. Roll out to the far side, has pressure, evades one man, throws a ball. It's going to be caught in a huge hit. Number 30 for Ball High.
Joey Kencia.
He saw it.
Yeah, he was the one that almost forced that fumble earlier. He is just bringing the boom right here.
He dropped the hammer. There's a late flag coming up. Man is down for the Stings. We'll wait and see what the flag is. It looked like it might be against one of the Stings players. Not sure, but we'll go ahead and take a quick break and get an idea as to what who the injured player is and see if he's able to get up on his own power on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
Hey everybody, it's AJ with Hippie Fertilizing. We are here to help fix your lawn. Does it currently look brown, dead, dry, patchy? We'll call it Hippie. We can help turn it around. And one of the best ways to do that is with our Hippie Juice Plus application to revitalize your soil, your turf, and help give you a lush green lawn you're looking for. Please fill out our contact form at hippiefertilizing.com because nobody knows grass like a hippie. Peace.
Thank you, Ryan Massa Realtor, for sponsoring the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media. Ryan is a realtor specializing in first-time home buyers and relocations to the Texas Gulf Coast region. Finding your tomorrow home today. Learn more on Facebook at Massa Realtor.
My name is Corey Sanders. You're watching the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
Welcome back, folks. The Clear Life Media Game of the Week
is number 33, Kaysen Hawkins, who was the intended receiver on the play. Fortunately, he is up and walking under his own power. There was a flag after the play.
Yeah, a lot of deliberation, waiting to see exactly what it was.
It might end up being more of a warning for both teams. Hey, knock off the smack talk and everything. Keep your emotions in check. So we'll wait and see what the call is going to be. As it stands, it's 4th down and 12 for Texas City, but we'll wait and see what the penalty is going to be. And it looks like it is going to be a personal foul against Ball High and a personal foul against Texas City. They were going to wash that one away.
Yeah,
so it will
offset.
Be 4th down.
Is offsetting penalties. I also believe Ball High got a sideline warning as well for players coming out onto the field. There's a lot of hand signals there, but one thing I do know is there's no penalty. Penalties offset. So it is 4th down, and Texas City will have to punt.
Snap to punt this time. Williams and Woodbury back deep in their own side of the field, this time at their own 44-yard line. We'll get this punt off, and it is a wobbler that's going to take a bit of a TC bounce, and it does not get to the 50-yard line. Dives at the 49. So that turns out to be a punt of 21 yards, and the Tors are going to have excellent field position here again with 5:48 to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, and Ball High was coming for that punt too. That's why it came out so rocky. Obviously, the rain doesn't do you any favors. You're kicking into the wind as well, like I said. But, yeah, Ball High was coming. The pressure was on that punter.
Tors with an excellent field position at the 49-yard line of Texas City, their second drive of the night. We'll hope and see if they can result in the same thing they got in their last drive, a touchdown. And it looks like they're going to do a little bit of a wildcat set here with Wynn lined up in the backfield with Williams. Snap is going to be Williams calling his own number. Williams turns to the corner, breaks a couple, and is going to be finally dragged down at around the 44-yard line. So you'll get 5 yards on that play. Scouring in there on the tackle, along with number 99, Dustin Taylor.
Yeah, just a little bit of trickeration. You can do that a lot more at the high school level because the skill gap can be much, much bigger. But they're going right back to the original shotgun play that they were running.
Now, you like to find ways to get Williams involved. They try to find a way to just put the ball in his hands, plain and simple. And when you are as explosive a talent as Williams, you want the ball as much as possible. 2nd down and 5 coming up at the 44 of Texas City. Barker and shotgun. Handoff is going to be to number 9. That is Sayaki Jones getting his first touch of the game, and he will get the ball to around the 40, be about a half yard short of a first down.
Yeah, and I got to believe they want to set the pace here. They want to line up and just smash that ball for 1 yard. And I could be wrong, but, like we said, this is two physical teams, so who's going to push the pressure here? Who's going to get this 1 yard when you need it?
Jones in the backfield with Barker on the 3rd and 1, and it'll be Jones getting the number, and Jones will get just enough for a first down because he didn't get much else.
It was close. It was close. We'll have to see where they spot it. It looks like he might actually be short.
Salt's one of several players on the tackle, and it looks like they're going to say he did not get enough.
They're bringing the chains out.
Yep. He looked like he did not get enough for a first down. From our vantage point, it looks like we're going to be looking at a 4th and inches situation.
They're asking for the chains to come out.
Here we go. For the first time tonight, we will see the chain gang come in action. 4:09 to go here in the first quarter. 7-0. Again, join us if you're not wet in the stands. Join us on YouTube. It is where you can get it exclusively. Subscribe, and right out of the gate, you can comment, and we will start reading some of your comments shortly. Let us know that you're watching.
Ooh, inches. It is 4th and inches for Ball High. My goodness.
4th and short, there is no question that Sheldon McKnight and his team will keep the offense on the field as they will try to get those inches and keep the ball moving. Now, if Texas City can somehow get the stop, that would be a huge jolt of confidence for them as they're down 7-0, and the offense not getting on track. Defense needs to pick them up a little bit.
Absolutely. This could be a big play for the momentum early on. Obviously not a game changer this early, but it could be a big, play.
4th and inches at the 39-yard line. Tors probably need about, maybe 7 or 8 inches of football to get a new set of downs. And it'll be a handoff to Jones, and Jones didn't get it. The Stingeries step up huge.
Absolutely. Jones tried to find the hole. He danced, and got stung by this Stingery defense. Huge stop and turnover on downs from Texas City. My
goodness. Salt, a number of players in there on the stop for the Stings, and that is a huge momentum shift for Texas City to stop the Tors inside Sting territory and give their offense new life and still down just 7-0.
And there were a couple of quite a few diehard Texas City fans that made the drive down in the rain across the causeway, and they came to life on that 4th down stop. Texas City football now at the 40.
Votel waiting for the snap. Play clock is in his favor. He's down to around 12 as he will reset. Shotgun set. It'll be a handoff to Stevens, and he will get to around the 41-yard line. Not much on that play as he will get a yard, so make it a 2nd and 9 for Texas City at their own 41-yard line, 3:40 and counting first quarter. Stings down 7-0 to the Tors.
The defense seemed to settle down a bit. They managed to get their big play on defense right there to stop on 4th down. Now it's up to the offense. You've got to find something, find some wiggle room, have some success. We're still early. You're still trying to find yourself, but you need to find it pretty quick.
Stevens in the backfield with Votel on 2nd down, and it's going to be a handoff to Stevens, and he's not going to get much of anything. There was some number 9 on number 9 violence as Stevens was dragged down by Sayaki Jones. Jones playing both sides of the ball. He's a linebacker on defense, a runner on offense, and he makes up for not getting the first down by making a huge stop behind the line to slow Stevens down for a loss of about 3.
Yeah, he did not pick up the first down on the 4th down attempt. So, he's feeling some kind of way. He's going to put even more effort into this defensive blitz as he gets into the backfield, causes a loss. It is now 3rd and 12.
3rd and long for the Stings coming up. 4 wide receiver set. Votel rolls out to the near side, looks, steps, throws, has a man, and it's going to be a nice catch. Is it enough for a first down? Not sure, but Jaden Johnson with a nice grab that's going to keep the Stings about maybe a yard and a half short, and it looks like Coach Evans and company are going to stay on the field.
Yeah, that is probably the biggest play of the night for this Texas City offense, at least that I can recall.
It is.
My goodness. And so they have got to make something happen. That fourth down play was huge. You could absolutely swing the momentum in the favor of your team.
Fourth and about a yard and a half, ball at the 49-yard line.
Need to get to the 50.
This will set, and it'll be Stevens. Stevens has the first down. He'll find his way to move the chains. Didn't need a lot, didn't get a lot, but he got just enough to get the first down. And for the first time tonight, the Texas City offense is in ball high territory, spotted at the 49-yard line.
Brendan, a huge series of plays there by Texas City. You get the stop on defense. Then you have the big pass play. And I know that sounds crazy for that to be a big pass play, but in this game, that's a pretty big pass play. And then you pick up your fourth down attempt. That's a huge swing of momentum for Texas City. Let's see if they can turn it into points as they have just crossed the 50.
Ochoa gets the snap, drops, looks, throws. Ball is almost intercepted. He was locked in, and number 33, number 33, that's Robert Brock.
There we go.
Robert Brock there with the stop. Almost had a pick six. He broke on the ball pretty well, but was not able to hold on to it. Incompletion makes it second down and 10 for the Stingrays at the ball 49.
And that wind is whipping. He's throwing directly into the wind on that one. It is coming kind of down and to his right. And it actually looks like it's beginning to shift, so the wind is whipping.
Handoff is to Burton, and Burton is going to get past the 45, maybe to around the 44. Good hard run for about 4. It'll spot at the 44, so make it 5. So a third down and 5 coming up for the Stings.
Absolutely, just basic run. That's Texas City. Like I call it the bread and butter. That's what it is. It's what's your go-to play. Just go and hand the ball to your running back and pick up a few yards. Now third down.
Third down coming up for the Stings. We see Caleb Bell is on the scene. We've got a bunch of Stingray fans following us right now. If you haven't subscribe now. Third down coming up, and it is going to be next to nothing. Number 6 for the Stings, Caton Clay, getting the carry, and Clay does not get much of anything. You're going to see a number of Stings carrying the football this evening. At 9 players touched the ball last week. We've already seen about 4 this first quarter, a gain of 1, so it's a 4th and 5 coming up as the first quarter comes to a quick end. 1 quarter in the books here in Galveston. It is ball 7, Texas City nothing on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
Muscle Cars of Texas and Moody Gardens present the annual car show at Moody Gardens, September 7th and 8th. Register your car today at the Moody Gardens website.
Hey folks, we're at Moody Gardens. The 7th and 8th of September is the car show's coming back to Moody Gardens. So we want to pack this place with your cars. You got something out there? Go on their website, register, get your car down here, spend the weekend, bring the kids. It's going to be a fantastic weekend right here at Moody Gardens.
Hi, my name is Cameron Thomas, and you're watching the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
Welcome back, folks. The Clear Life Media Game of the Week. We are starting the second quarter as Ball High leads 7-0. Texas City is on a bit of a drive, but it has stalled, and it has stalled hard. It is 4th and 6 now.
4th and 6, but with the sides changing, the wind is going to be in favor of the Stings after heading downwind in the first quarter.
Absolutely. Weather will be a factor in this one. There's still a light drizzle coming down outside. I know it doesn't show up as much on the camera, but we can see it all over the concession stands out here.
Don't be surprised if you see a quick kick. Probably judge and see based on what they see from the ball defense. As it stands, it's a 4th and 6 at the 45-yard line. As we wait for the official to let us get going.
Is either the head official trying to sort something out?
Rotational player looked like there might have been a player that didn't have his equipment, proper. So he goes out. That was number 13, Xavier Isaac, and it's Scouring in now. Lined up as one of the receivers. He is lined up outside to the near. Still waiting for the officials to officially get the second quarter started.
And there's some discussion on the opposing sideline as well. The sideline opposite of us is ball high, by the way. Our camera is set up opposite of us as well.
Not sure as to what the problem is. And now there is a bit of a delay.
It looks like Texas City will wind up punting.
They're going to punt. Yeah, it looks like they will go ahead and punt. So out goes the offense. In comes the punting unit. Royal Mack, number 11, is the punter. He is out to punt for a third time tonight. Actually, it's not Mack. That is number 18, Patrick Evans, lining up to do the punting.
Absolutely. We said low scoring. Those 7 points could be a difference maker in the long run.
It came quick, but it might be a while before we see more. Snap is off, and Evans gets a bit of a line drive. That's going to get a nice stingery bounce that Williams is going to take around the 8-yard line. Shakes a little bit and finally goes out of bounds at around maybe the 12. So a good punt by the Stings, and it puts their defense in a good situation. Not good news for Ball High as they start their drive easily their worst field position of the night, as they're going to start this one at their own 11-yard line here with 11:45 to go here in the first half.
Yeah, absolutely. And this could be a game of field position. It absolutely could be. We're still kind of waiting to see what the narrative is. We've had a lot happen in that first quarter. For both teams, attempting fourth downs. One team didn't get it. One team did. You think that would kind of set some things up. But the team that didn't get theirs is also up 7-0. So field position could be a big factor right now.
1st and 10 coming up as Barker gets the offense lined up. The team gets his receivers in motion, and it'll be a handoff. It's going to get next to nothing there. Number 9, Jones, probably got to the line of scrimmage. Actually, that's actually Wynn back in the backfield as the Tors rotate their backs. Wynn got to the line of scrimmage, and that was about it. So a 2nd and 10 coming up at their own 11-yard line.
Yeah, get ready for a lot of plays like that tonight, folks. Just a lot of 2-3 yard big defensive stops. That's the kind of ball game we've signed up for.
2nd and long. Barker getting Woodbury to move in. It's more of a wide slot. This time he's got both receivers moving, and a timeout. Sheldon Benight not pleased with the formation. They'll take a timeout. We'll take it with them. The 11:06 to go first half. It is ball 7, Texas City nothing on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
Embrace the chaos. Visit riotsports.co to learn more and purchase product. And use discount code CL10 to save. Get fall ready at Texas Pit Stop Barbecue. Seasonal menu items are now back. Brisket chili to chicken soup. Texas Pit Stop Barbecue.
Welcome back, folks. The Clear Life Media Game of the Week. I'm Clay Roberts calling the action with Brandon Williams. And Brandon, we've actually got a new member of the crew as we see this 2nd down attempt here.
Barker made something out of nothing. Looked like he was going to take a loss, but he somehow evades it, gets past the line of scrimmage, and gets to around the 17-yard line. And for the first time tonight, let's introduce ourselves to our sideline reporter.
That's right. She may not be perfect, but she is pristine. Miss Caitlin Pristine, how are you liking it down there on the sideline?
Hey, everyone. It's Caitlin, and welcome back to Clear Life Media. You are watching the Game of the Week. We are in an epic showdown with Texas City and Ball High. Be sure to stay tuned into this live broadcast and make sure to comment your predictions on this quote-unquote revenge game. Back to you.
Short gain on the play as Barker and Wynn could not get the Tors forward on the screen pass.
My name is Daniel.
Short of a first down by about a yard. Barker will line up to punt.
And thank you, Caitlin. We'll be throwing to her throughout the night. It's a defensive battle, man. It's back and forth.
4th and 1 coming up. Barker with his first punt of the night. Line drive that will bounce past midfield. Stings are just going to let that one roll, and nonetheless, they'll still get good field position. Ball will be spotted at the 42-yard line for their next drive.
Absolutely, and you're seeing it. The field position game is definitely in Texas City's favor as they've managed to inch their way over that 50. But, yeah, it's a struggle still because they cannot seem to get any positive yardage. Ball High's defense has been stout so far.
There'll be an opportunity for the Stings to see if they can get something going here. They had a promising drive and on their previous march. They settled for a punt, 1st and 10, low snap. Bit of confusion in the backfield and not much, probably a yard if not 2. And that is number 9, Stevens again with the carry.
Absolutely, and I would not be shocked to see if they at least attempted a few more passes. We saw it kind of previously when the wind was in their face. Now the wind's at their back. So let's see if maybe Texas City can get a few balls in the air, maybe make some big pass plays, and that'll help that run game out. Everything complements everything. The run sets up the pass, et cetera, et cetera.
Jayden Johnson is their deep guy. He is their best threat if they decide to go for the long ball. He is lined up to the near side. Tristan Blackman is lined up to the far. So 2nd down, Votal drops back, throws. That ball is tipped and incomplete. Good hands by number 33, Robert Brock. Again, his second deflection of the night as that ball was intended for number 32, Trey Lampkin. So 3rd and long coming up, and 3rd down and 8 for the Stings at their own 44-yard line.
Absolutely. Ball High's front 7 has been disruptive, just consistently disruptive, constantly causing issues from tip passes, no sacks or anything like that, but a ton of loss of yardage. They're just being monsters right now up front, causing Texas City tons of headaches.
3rd down coming up. Votal back, steps, throws a screen, incomplete. Was looking for Burton, but Burton got ahead of himself.
Absolutely. We were talking about that in the pregame. There was a lot of just little short passes hitting guys right in the hands. This rain is creating issues with catching the ball, and we just saw it right there. That should have been at the least a completed pass, a completed screen, but nothing going. Ball High gets another 4th and out, or 3 and out, excuse me.
Robert Brock was also in the vicinity of that play as well. We have called that young man's name a lot so far this evening, as he has been one of the many reasons why the TC offense has not been able to get on track. Evans will punt, gets it off, and he will get this high in the direction of Woodbury at around the 17-yard line. Woodbury will get to the 20, 25, to the 30, still dancing around before he finally goes out of bounds at around the 32-yard line. So a good return, about 15-yard return for Woodbury. So the Tors will have decent field position with 8:34 to go here in the first half. Still 7-0. As we said, this was going to be a low-scoring affair. So if you came in thinking that you're going to see points aplenty, sorry to disappoint you. That is not going to happen.
Absolutely. These two defenses are looking to show up and show out. They're looking to shut down all forms of offense. No run, no pass, and the weather ain't doing them any favors either.
We knew going in, even before the weather became a factor, that this would be a hard-hitting defensive affair, but with the way the weather is now, it just makes it even more tighter. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line officially. Barker steps back, throws underneath. The ball is going to be caught. Gain of about 7 on that play. Number 88, Jeremy Clark, excuse me.
There it is.
Charles, number 88, the tight end, with the reception.
Absolutely.
His first catch of the night.
And you saw there, even those short slant passes are getting pulled down by the rain and the wind.
Charles will get 8 on that play, so they get a 2nd down and 2. Barker back, looks, has time, all time to throw, still looking. He decides to take off with the ball and get stopped at around the 40-yard line. Should have enough for a 1st down.
Absolutely. That forward progress, that's a smart play. It looked like he had some folks downfield, but in this weather, just get the 1st down. As the ref is signaling, move those chains. You can see it. It is coming down on your screen.
Another batch of rain. It was hard before kickoff. Kind of slowed a bit in the first quarter. Now it looks like it is resuming again. So Barker gets the ball to the 41-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Tors at the 41 of ball.
And Brandon, we talked about it being an old school, slow, methodical, low-scoring game. It's been the passing of ball high that's been the difference, though. Those short passes, that's how they scored their touchdown as well. And
Wynn gets stuffed, does not get much of anything. Scourin in there for the tackle. Also in there for the Stings, number 30, Brandon Fontaine on the stop. Also give credit to number 11, Royal Mack there on the tackle as well. So Wynn gets a yard to make it 2nd and 9.
Absolutely. There's not been a ton of success. We saw one big play to start out the game from ball high on the ground. Everything else, most of their success has been through the air. The 7 points, we saw the previous play, and this drive is actually moving a bit more because of the passing game.
Barker back, has time, steps in the pocket, wanted to throw it deep, steps up, evades pressure, flag is down. He will get to around the 43. Gain of about 1. That looks like that's going to come back. Looks like it will be a hold against Ball.
Absolutely. Normally when you see the quarterback move out of the pocket, it means the defensive lineman went to chase and an offensive lineman grabbed a jersey. That's most likely going to be a hold.
Hold. Also, there was a block in the back as well, so our camera team was able to pick that up. It's going to take the Tors back 10, so this promising drive just got a little more unpromising as that hold took them back to make it a 2nd and 19 at their own 32-yard line.
My goodness. And, as premium as offense has been in this game, that's pretty much a kill. That might be a drive killer unless we see a change of pace.
2nd and 19, 4 wide receiver set. Barker back steps, wants to throw the screen, and that was almost picked off. The Stings had that one read perfectly. And number 22, Devontae Johnson.
We've got a flag on the near side for us as well. It'll be the far side for you.
Half step away. Actually, it was a half step ahead of himself. If he had timed it even more perfect, we'd be looking at a new score.
Absolutely. But I believe there's going to wind up being maybe a personal foul penalty. There was some unnecessary roughness going on that far sideline. You see the flag down.
We'll wait to see what the call is. Our replays are brought to you by All-in-One 10-Cent Events, one of our many sponsors for the game tonight. We will also get the time out to get all of our sponsors in.
Yeah, no doubt about it. We're trying to figure out exactly what happened on that play. Definitely saw some action. Saw some action happening close to me. Just not sure who it was on.
The way the Stings are pointing here, it looks like it could be on ball high. And see what the call is. It looks like it might be a case where you just might refuse it, but this time it's going to take them back even further. That was a personal foul. It's going to take them all the way back to the 17-yard line.
Yeah, I saw number
to the 16. So we're looking at a very long situation.
Number 30, Brandon Fountain for Texas City, was on the floor with one of those big offensive linemen. So I got to believe the big ugly got out there and did something he wasn't supposed to be doing. That's why ball high is, basically punting from the causeway.
3rd and long coming up. They've got to get to the Texas City 49-yard line. So at their own 16, it's a 3rd and 35. Barker back steps. He's just going to throw this one incomplete. Woodbury had the catch, but just could not hold on to the ball. So a incomplete pass and a 4th down coming up for the Tors as penalties and the Stings defense have combined to give them good field position. See if they can take advantage of it as the rain continues to come down here with 6:11 to go here in the first half.
Absolutely. It ain't a pretty game of football, but, folks, it is a game of football, no doubt about it. It is the game of the week. 7-0 in a ball game. 4th and 35 from penalties and rain and drop passes and everything else. This is old school, sloppy, muddy football. I love it, man.
We love the crowd following us as well. Those numbers are ticking up. Let's keep on watching. Alex Ibanez saying lock it in for the Stings. We'll keep on getting some of those names in there as, again, a low punt that is going to bounce to around the 46-yard line of Texas City. So the Stings get good field position to work with at their own 46. 5:59 to go here in the first half. Still a 7-0 game as the Stings try to find a way to solve this ball-high defense.
Absolutely. The Stings have had zero success so far on offense, but let's hope they can construct a drive. This drive is actually going to be brought to you by B&O Construction, so let's see if Texas City can represent, make something happen here.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line. Votaw still in at quarterback for Texas City, has Stevens in the backfield with him. And it'll be a handoff to Stevens, and Stevens gets cut down immediately. And if you've seen him once, you'll see him again. Number 33, Robert Brock, there again on the stop. He is not the biggest guy on the field, but man alive, he has made he's been one of the biggest factors on the field. Another stop for him and a no gain on that play.
Absolutely. It's been the theme of the night is, big defensive ball, high plays. Honestly, it's funny because they've only had one successful drive really on offense, but that's all they've needed with the way their defense has been playing so far.
The way they have been, the way these two teams go, 7-0 could be it. It was the final score of their game in 2022 as Votaw drops back, looking downfield, has a man incomplete. Had Johnson, was about a couple of steps ahead up the defender, but just could not connect.
And, Brennan, I know we're beating a dead horse here, but that's where the wind actually could hurt you. That ball goes a little bit further than you're used to in practice because the wind is at your back. You see it there again. Huge pass just at the fingertips. That's when if the wind is settled, there's no rain, you're in a perfect sunset condition, that ball could be caught for 6. But, unfortunately, football isn't always played in perfect conditions.
That ball came firing off the arm of Votaw. 3rd down and a 9 coming up for the Stings. Votaw drops back, looking, steps, throws, has a man and a catch, 1st down. Reception made by number 3, Tristan Blackman, and the Stings get their best passing play of the night to get them down inside ball territory. They'll spot it at the 34-yard line, a gain of 18 yards.
I tell you what, man, it's like Texas City realized we can throw the ball, too. They've got the wind at their back, and they've got it for another 5 minutes. So you might see a few more throws downfield.
You've got receivers, like I mentioned. Johnson's a guy who can get deep. We've seen Blackman on that previous play. You'll think that maybe this might be an opportunity where Sean Evans decides to let his offense get a little more aggressive here.
Once again, want to thank you for that instant replay. All-in-one Tents and Events. Could not be bringing you that replay without them. Our sponsors, fantastic. Always making sure the game of the week is brought to you in the best quality possible, even rain or shine.
1st and 10 for the Stingrays at the 34-yard line. Votaw drops back, looks, steps, throws. Ball is going to be tipped in the air and intercepted. Woodbury with the football, and he's going to go out of bounds at around the 35-yard line. A late flag coming up. That was just one of those unfortunate plays where the ball just goes up the receiver's hands and it landed right in the hands of Jawan Woodbury.
My goodness. And, I can't even blame the passing game. Look at this. It slips right out of the hands. That's the rain, folks. It is raining that heavy down there. It is making it tough to hold on to anything. It's causing all this slop. That's a huge, huge play for ball high because Texas City was moving well before that play. That is very unfortunate, man. The weather is just causing chaos, confusion, turnovers, penalties, everything you can see. It's a weather game. What do you say?
The thing is that this Texas City defense will look to pick their team up, and they, outside of the only scoring drive, this defense has been solid. The Tors have not had a field day, per se, after their opening drive.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Texas City's defense has only had one blemish, and it's really the only blemish for either defense all night long. But, man, oh, man, what a big play that could be, a big turnover.
See if the Tors can cash in on that one with 4:29 to go here in the first half. Barker with Wynn in the backfield as they go to pistol set. It'll be Wynn with the carry, and Wynn will work his way past midfield and spins down to around the 48-yard line where he is finally brought down. Someone lost the helmet, and that man was number 19, and that is Josiah Jackson. He's the guy who made the tackle. He's got to go out for one play. He's going to be replaced by number 34, Glenn George.
Absolutely. Keeping the show rolling. Texas City's got players. They got a little bit of playing time last week in that big blowout win. They get to come in and play. Things are a little serious, a little more closer now.
2nd and 5 at the 49-yard line of Texas City. 3:57 to go here in the first half, and it'll be Barker handing it off to Wynn. Wynn patiently gets past the 45. They'll see where that pile will stop. Stops it around the 43-yard line, so it should be enough for a first down for Ball.
Absolutely. They're on the far side for us. We will wait to see. They are moving the chains. That is a first down, ball high on the move in to Texas City territory.
Wynn has been able to go those last 2 runs. We've seen how patient he's been looking for the hole, and he has just allowed everything to come to him. And as a result, 2 carries, 11 yards, and the Tors have a new set of downs.
Absolutely. The vision, the patience of Wynn. We've seen a little bit of it, but for the most part, Texas City has been on the shutdown.
Barker with pressure, stumbles, had an opening for a moment, but he slips it around the 42, maybe the 41. I'll say the 42, so we'll get a couple on that play, maybe a yard or so.
Yeah, I think that's all they're giving him. Looking down here, if that, they may not even give him that yard.
They didn't give him that. You're right.
2nd and 10.
2nd down and 10 coming up with 3 minutes and counting here in the first half. Go a trips formation. Will be to the near side. Barker and Wynn in the backfield with them, and it will be Barker. Quick pass to Charles, and Charles will get another reception. It'll be close to a first down. That quick slant to the tight end has worked fairly well for Ball, and it's enough to get them a first down.
Yeah, they will get the first down, and I like that they went wide with the trips on the right, like you said. They had a man line up all the way at the sideline, making that defense think deep pass, and then you just cut underneath that cushion defense to pick up the slant route for the first down. Good play there from Ball High.
Second catch of the evening for Charles. 1st and 10 Tors at the 33 of Texas City. Barker hands it to Wynn. Wynn gets past one tackle, and that's all he's going to get, maybe a yard. Stevens is there on the stop.
And this is kind of what I was saying earlier. It's the balance on the offense that's creating these openings for Ball High. They can run the ball. They run it okay. Texas City's kind of had it on the lockdown, but they can also pass. That's where they've had their success, these little slant routes, the touchdown we had earlier. We've seen them have more success through the air. Texas City tried, and unfortunately it came up with a turnover. That's how we got in this situation.
2nd down and 9 coming up for the Tors. Barker will hand it off again to Wynn, and Wynn has a bit of a hole, gets past the 30 to around the 28-yard line. So a pick up a game around 5. Number of stings there on the play. Number 19 for Texas City, that's going to be Jackson again, and also number 1 in there, Michael Saltz with the stop. But the Tors get about 5, and it's a 3rd and 5 coming up as we go inside 1 minute and 30 seconds here in the first half.
Yeah, and looking at the play clock, in the stadium, they've got about 1:15 left.
3rd down and long coming up, and again it'll be a handoff to Wynn, and Wynn slips. Tried to cut it back, but he got tagged. He got tagged by Saltz just as he was trying to cut back. They'll stop the clock now at 1:05 to go. They'll spot off the 26-yard line, so it's a 4th and 3 coming up for Ball with 1 minute, 3 seconds to go here in the first half. 1 minute, 3 seconds to go in the first half. Still 7-0. If you're online with us, let us know. Live chat, sign up. We've got close to 500 people on there. Let's start seeing a little more. We see you out there, fans. We love to see it.
Yeah, something to think about real quick as you're finding us some chat to read out. The wind has turned completely into the face of Ball High right now, so field goals might not be on the table. But something to think about at the same time, if they could get a field goal, that's a 2-possession game in a game where both teams are struggling to even get, 7 points on the board. It's been tough to even get that.
Would venture that the Tors will go for it. Field goal unit isn't in. As let's see, let's get some of these names read out there. No Land puts it best. Don't blame it on the weather. No, you can't. You can't blame it at all. 4th down coming up for the Tors. 4th and short. Jones in the backfield with Barker. And it will be Jones. And Jones has got a first down and a lot more. Jones breaks a couple of tackles and gets inside the 15-yard line.
huge run play, maybe the second biggest run play tonight, and there's a flag.
A late flag. Again, someone getting a little too extracurricular. We'll see who that call is against.
If that's on ball high, that could be a killer.
Let's see. Jones is clapping. And, nope, it looks like it's going to be against ball. So you saw two linemen trying to defend their case.
And it came in late, man. That was a late flag. So I'm waiting to see what the call is personally.
Don't know if it's a post-play foul or what. As it stands, it's a 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line for Texas City. We'll wait to see what the official call will be. 55 seconds to go here in the first half. Still 7-0 ball, but this penalty could determine whether or not the Tors have an opportunity to put more points on the board.
And I saw number 64, Terrace Woods. He was the one that put his hands up and said, what did you get me for? What did I do? That's why he's so close to – you can see him. He's listening. He wants to know what we did. Who did what? And we're all waiting to find out.
Oh, both sides. So this looks like this is going to be another offsetting penalty.
Offsetting penalty.
So the play will stand, and the Tors will get the ball at the 13-yard line.
Sigh of relief.
Texas City.
If you're a ball high fan.
No doubt.
My goodness, if you're a Texas City fan, knuckle down. You still got some football to play.
So 55 seconds to go, first half. Tors in scoring range. They're in the Texas City red zone, up 7-0.
Yeah, Texas City needs a stop here. They need a big play. 55 seconds left in the half.
Charles in slot. And will be a handoff to Jones. And Jones is just going to boil his way past the 10 to around maybe the 8-yard line.
And something to note, they could get a first down without getting a touchdown, but I just don't see that happening as 33 seconds left. Ball high, hands the ball off again to Jones.
And Jones slips. Second time in his drive, we've seen a Tor player slip as he tried to make a cut. Clock continuing to run inside 25 seconds.
Yeah, they got to get Jones some new cleats at halftime. They got to put a stop to that, and they'll
stop the clock.
Be a timeout with 14 seconds left.
Go ahead and take the timeout with them. Still 14 seconds to go in the first half. 7-0 ball on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
Daniel Serini. Hi, my name is Daniel Serini.
Today we're at Texas First Bank in Dickinson, Texas.
Texas First is a locally owned and independent community bank.
Texas First Bank has over 27 locations from Galveston all the way to Conroe.
Texas First Bank offers a wide range of different products and services from consumer to business. We're here to help you in any way.
We'd love for you to come in and visit with us and talk to one of our banking representatives.
At any of our 27 locations, or you can check us out online at texasfirst.bank.
Texas First Bank.
Helping Texans build Texas.
Welcome back, folks. The Clear Life Media Game of the Week. We are just about ready to wrap up the first half, and it is a pivotal play in this ball game. It says 3rd and 2, but honestly, it might as well be 3rd and goal. As close as ball high is, if they could score here, this game might be out of reach for Texas City with the way their defense has been playing.
14 seconds to go, 3rd and short for the Tors. Jones still in the backfield. Jones again, the carry stop is made. He is close to the goal line, but does not get in.
There's 6 seconds left on the clock.
6 seconds left on the clock. Tors will call a timeout. Ball is spotted at around the 2-yard line. Spotted at the 1, actually. So 6 seconds to go here in the first half. 7-0 ball leading Texas City. 6 seconds left. 1 yard to go. Your mind thinks easy play, 1 yard. But as we've seen, all getting a yard against Texas City is not the easiest thing as we go to a commercial break on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
Subaru's just not a vehicle. It's a way of life. It lets you go from normal party to going out to the beach. It lets you just drive with confidence. I like to go hiking. I like to go road bike, cycling, spend time outside with my kids. I recommend somebody get a Subaru simply to have confidence in driving, knowing that they're safe and their family's safe in the car. We are Superior Subaru.
All right, folks, we are back. 6 seconds left on the clock. Ball high on the goal line. Texas City looking to stand and keep it a one-score game.
Flag, stoppage of play, and the Stings correctly are saying that their ball had a 12th man on the field just as the ball was, just as the play clock started. And if that's the case, that's going to take the Tors back to the 6.
That could be a killer. That's a mental error you cannot have.
No, they're going to call a timeout. Looks like it's a timeout instead of that. So let's go ahead and take another timeout with them on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
Are you ready to take charge of your future? Galveston College is here to help you build your tomorrow. Get ready for an engaging and vibrant college experience where you can explore endless possibilities. Immerse yourself in our beautiful campus where innovation meets inspiration at every turn. Worried about paying for college? Galveston College is one of the most affordable colleges in Texas. Located near the beach, you can enjoy the best of both worlds, quality education and fun in the sun. So what are you waiting for? Register now at gc.edu and start building your tomorrow at Galveston College.
Welcome back, folks. We are waiting with bated breath for the final play of the first half because it could be pivotal, man. We keep saying it, but that's why there's so much going into this.
Third, first and goal at the 1-yard line. Barker in the backfield with Jones, and then Barker goes up, looks, and the ball's going to be caught. Touchdown! Somehow that reception was made by Landon Dayon, and the Tors get in the end zone on the final play of the first half to make it 13-0.
Oh, my goodness. Just goes up and gets it. Brought to you by All-in-One Tents and Events. That replay right there. You see it. Going up 13-0, about to be 14-0. My goodness. It has been the passing game of ball high that has led to the score right here. It's the balance, Brandon. That's what we talked about. They got down there with the run, and then they score with the pass. It's the balance that is the difference maker in the first half for ball high.
Game of interest because you could not have covered that ball as well as the Stings did, but just an excellent effort as the extra point is good to make it 14-0, and the Tors start early with the scoring drive. They end late with a scoring drive to make it 14-0. 2 touchdown passes from Caden Barker has got the Tors up, and the Stings in a bit of trouble as we go into intermission. Enjoy the half on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
It's going to be a big game, Texas City rivals. As long as we can execute and really adjust to their positions and all that, it's going to be a good game. And as long as we come out and execute, we're going to have a good game.
This year, we're really focused on our team, like mental state, where our chemistry, focused on our assignments. We're focused like that.
Our potential, we got a lot of potential. We haven't met our potential yet, and that's a good thing because it's early in the year. We have yet to see what we're going to become, but that's what this preseason's for, and that's what district's for, and hopefully we can grow into that potential.
This week has been very intense. It's a big rivalry, a big game, and hopefully we come out on top.
I don't really see it as a revenge game because every team's different every year. We lost a lot of seniors last year, and so did they. Obviously for the guys that are coming back, those guys who battle the causeway, that's a big deal because those guys grew up playing against each other. They know each other. And so, they're going to play harder against one another than they might otherwise. But I'm not really focused on trying to get revenge on anybody as much as it is focused on ourselves.
We're going to lock in on team. On D, we're going to communicate. On offense, we're going to get our assignments done, and we're going to come out on top.
Come on, Dylan.
Get fall ready at Texas Pit Stop Barbecue. Seasonal menu items are now back. Brisket chili to chicken soup. Texas Pit Stop Barbecue offers complete holiday meal options with smoked turkeys, sides, and dessert. Pre-orders are now open for your holiday roundup meal. Visit or call either Texas Pit Stop Barbecue location to place your order and find out more information. Taking care of your family this fall, Texas Pit Stop Barbecue.
Communities and Schools provides children who are at risk of dropping out of high school or not graduating the basic needs they need to continue on in their educational careers and graduate.
It's a school-based mentoring program where community members come in and meet with students for 30 minutes once a week. It's really a support system for them.
What we do is all about relationships. And if you were to become a mentor, you're going to make a significant impact on a student's life.
A relationship with one individual will keep a student in school. They were the organization that provided us extra support, the needed support that we had for our students that were most at risk, and that is what Community and Schools does for us.
What I really enjoy is getting to see the student support specialists and the way the kids respond to them. Just to see the interaction of a caring adult with kids that probably need that at some point, it's fantastic.
A lot of people feel like you have to make a big difference, but you can make a huge difference in a very short amount of time. Getting the opportunity to work at a macro level with the organization, you see the range of what Communities and Schools can provide.
Communities and Schools is that missing ingredient to help kids not only get to graduation, but learn tools to deal with all of the external factors that you have to do in order to be successful.
One thing to consider and understand is a lot of these kids are looking for a purpose. And a lot of times that purpose is driven by somebody else when you're that young. And unfortunately, in the circumstances that bring them to our programs that we're in, they don't really have a significant figure in their life that can help with that guidance.
I highly recommend anybody that wants to give back to their community seek participation in the Communities and Schools program.
Even if you cannot contribute time, we're always looking for funding. You know, $20, $10, anything you can do.
Wherever there's a challenge, there's a way to prevail. As long as people believe in the cause at the end of the day, that should be the driving force. As long as the community and each individual can give back in their own way and give something, it's only going to create better citizens, better students, and more self-fulfillment for everybody.
I think that without this program, these kids are just kind of making it. You provide that consistency and that ability to be a constant for them. I think it's really impactful.
Hi, my name is Alyssa Garcia, and I'm Student of the Week of Tech City High School. Well, I'm in mariachi, and I sing for mariachi, and I play violin, and I am a president of a club this year. FCCLA is what I'm in, and I'm trying to get as involved as I can in school, and that is what I'm doing this year. I would say always try your best, always go for the top, always you just try your best and do what you can and never go lower. A lot of things went through my head, but most of all, that's awesome that I'm being known as, student of the week, doing stuff in my school, getting involved, and that's how it came. Have fun. It's your high school years, the most important thing. And, just try your best. Always do stuff like that. And yeah. Thank you, Galveston College, for sponsoring the Student of the Week.
This program, BEST program, is all about the future of educators. We're here to learn about educating students, here to learn about how to teach students and learn little tips and tricks about how to really, get involved in a student's life.
Do a lot of projects, like bulletin boards, or when we do have assignments, it's like learning about different learning styles and other things that is really helpful in the classroom.
They have the unique opportunity to, I match them up with the teacher at the elementary schools within the district. And so those teachers serve as a mentor to them, and my best students get to serve as a mentor to the kids. So they do hands-on stuff in the classes, they teach lessons.
I had a lot of friends in this class, and so I really wanted to be in this. And Miss Can, she loves me, so I really wanted to be in here last year, so I couldn't because I was a junior. But now that I'm a senior and I'm here, I'm ready to have some fun.
Teaching this class has just been insanely rewarding, like getting to see the leadership that they, how they grow. It's just been really, really rewarding.
Hi, I'm Danity Allen, and I'm Student of the Week at Ball High School. In the Student Council, I'm on the Golden Voices Choir, and I'm also in varsity volleyball. I'm really involved in school because I really like the unity of our school. Like, I feel like it's such good togetherness, and I feel like you can find comfort in mostly all the programs here, especially with the teachers and the students who are so welcoming, and it's just always just so friendly here, and I just love that. So I just join everything because I get really bad FOMO too, so I don't like to miss out on certain things that I like to be in as much as I can here. I feel like I've always been in places where I get comfort and motivation to be a leader and certain stuff. So I like to be in student council. I also like to have a say in stuff here at school, and you get more of a say here at student council stuff. And I also really love to sing. I can sing since I was a little kid. So joining choir is kind of just something that I felt like I needed to do because I like to sing. I guess for younger kids coming up, like I said, just go for stuff to be a part of stuff because you really don't realize how much you'll like stuff until you join it. I was scared to join choir, to get into student council and start in volleyball and stuff, but doing it actually opened me up to being a better person here in the society here. And I love how if you get into more things, really diverse for everybody. So I feel like you'll definitely find love in anything you do here. Thank you, Galveston College, for sponsoring this Student of the Week.
So the mariachi program, it's a lot of things. It's a diverse group of students that's come together. Some have been playing music since they were in 5th grade. Some have just started in the last couple of years. And we come together, we learn how to play mariachi. We learn the style of mariachi.
It's a performing class where we get to express the culture and ourselves through the music.
It's just fun to spread the culture, get people to yell with you, the gritos, and I think it's very important to be in it. And I've been in it for 4 years, all 4 years of my high school, and it's just been very important to me. It's made me break out of my shell a lot.
my family has a history of being in mariachis. So when I found out that there was a mariachi program here, I decided it would be a great opportunity to see what it was about.
Celebrating our culture with us and just appreciating what we do, what we work for, and just spreading joy, making people smile, performing for people.
This program, Best Program, is all about the future of educators. We're here to learn about educating students, here to learn about how to teach students and learn little tips and tricks about how to really, get involved in a student's life.
Do a lot of projects, like bulletin boards, or when we do have assignments, it's like learning about different learning styles and other things that is really helpful in the classroom.
They have the unique opportunity to, I match them up with the teacher at the elementary schools within the district. And so those teachers serve as a mentor to them, and my best students get to serve as a mentor to the kids. So they do hands-on stuff in the classes, they teach lessons.
I had a lot of friends in this class, and so I really wanted to be in this. And Miss Can, she loves me, so I really wanted to be in here last year, so I couldn't because I was a junior. But now that I'm a senior and I'm here, I'm ready to have some fun.
Teaching this class has just been insanely rewarding, like getting to see the leadership that they, how they grow. It's just been really, really rewarding.
I'm looking right now. I'm checking. Yeah.
So we got about 10 minutes left at halftime. The Clear Life Media Game of the Week. Clay Roberts calling all the action here with Brandon Williams. Brandon, we were going over some of these halftime stats, and to me it's telling because there's a big discrepancy in the yardage, and it shows on the scoreboard as well.
Of yardage between both teams, but it is a huge difference. Ball High has 118 yards of offense, but Texas City has been held to just 25 total yards of offense between their running backs. We mentioned last week they ran for nearly 190 yards on the ground. They have -5 yards rushing on 9 carries so far this evening. Ball High, they've been efficient with the pass. 39 yards passing, 6 of 7, and 2 touchdowns for Barker. But the run game has been fairly decent. It's been Wynn as the leading rusher, 9 carries for 53 yards. Jones has got 6 carries for 28, and Barker's got 3 carries for 8 yards. So we said there would not be a lot of offense in this game, and in the first 24 minutes, you look at the numbers, it has held true. But, again, Texas City's defense, they've played well for the most part. The second touchdown was a result of an interception that set up that scoring drive, and then a poor punt on the opening drive for Texas City set ball in excellent field position and gave them a short field to work with to score a touchdown as well.
Absolutely, and we kind of talked about it, how the real difference, both teams have had minimal success running the ball, a little bit more in favor of Ball High, but it's really been the passing in key moments, the balance between both teams that has been very impressive, or the balance between Ball High has been extremely impressive. They've been able to pass to pick up first downs, pass to pick up the touchdowns. That to me has been the difference maker, especially in the first half. I want to take just a second, thank all of our sponsors here at Clear Life Media. We could not do it without you. B&O Construction, Galveston College, Lone Star Injury Attorneys, Santa Fe Education Foundation, Ryan Massa Realtor, Communities in Schools in the Bay Area, Hippie Fertilizing, Texas First Bank, Hitchcock Economic Development, Texas Pit Stop Barbecue, Provident Oak Financial, and, of course, all of our replays tonight are brought to you by All-in-One Events and Tents here in Texas. And thank you all so much for joining us. It is the Clear Life Media Game of the Week. We are at halftime. It is 14-0, Ball High up, and it's been a rainy weather game, folks. Rainy weather. We're going to take another quick commercial break. We'll be right back. 8 minutes left at the half.
To me, it's a program where you can experience how you wild through dancing. And then we also do a lot of
The Ball High Tornettes is one of the first drill teams in the state of Texas. We were established 75 years ago, so we're celebrating our 75th anniversary. We're an award-winning high kick drill team, and we're based and modeled off the Kilboat College Ranger Rep.
That it's a lot, but also that it's just super fun, and it's very, everyone's together.
To me, just something about the Friday Night Lights is like a big feel, because to me, when you're dancing, if you're on the field, you have to dance bigger, and to me, that's just, I love it.
School and everything else.
I am so proud of them. I was a Tornette whenever I was in high school, so to be able to come back and give back to this organization and give them an experience worth remembering has been just amazing and extremely rewarding.
This is Gardy with Clear Life. We're opening 3 spots for new broadcast sponsors, starting at only $300 a month. Fight broadcasts, high school sports, podcasts, community stories, and updates. Drop a comment or send an email to info@clearlifemedia.com.
Hey,
Hi, my name is Robert Brock. You're watching Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
Lone Star Muscle is produced by Clear Life Media, a leader in high-quality video production. Clear Life Media specializes in video production, live streaming, photography, podcast, and much more. With the brand new state-of-the-art studio located in League City, Texas. Make your next production come to life. Book today. Check out Clear Life Media on social media and learn more at clearlifemedia.com.
We are back here, the Clear Life Media Game of the Week. 6 minutes left at the half. Ball High leading 14-0 over the Stingarees. It's been rain, there has been wind. Ball High has found a way to prevail so far. Texas City needs to turn things around. Their defense has looked very good. Normally only giving up 14 points at a half is a good thing. But, when your offense can't seem to get it going, and Ball High has played phenomenal defense so far. Folks, I just saw someone's umbrella turn inside out. That's how hard the wind is blowing right now. It is whipping down there. But, so far, Ball High made the bigger plays when it counted.
No question. The opening drive is capped off by the 18-yard touchdown pass from Barker to Jonah Williams. His 6th touchdown in a quarter, in a game and a half. Then the interception by Woodbury, just an unfortunate play because Texas City on the previous play had a first down and it looked like their offense was starting to click. Woodbury gets the pick off the tip, and that sets up the Tors for a 54-yard drive that they cap off with the scoring run, a scoring pass, I should say, from Barker to Dayon to make it 14-0. Like I said, the Stingarees have played good defense. 118 yards out. The defense has played well for the most part. But if they're to get back into this game, they've got to find a way to get the offense clicking. And when you've got 30 yards of offense, basically 25, I should say, 25 yards of offense minus 5 on the ground, you're going to have to get a little creative in the second half. You're going to have to find a way to get past this Ball High defense. Not sure what Sean Evans and company have in store, but we'll find out shortly.
Absolutely. Slightly good news. The rain for the moment has let up, but the wind is still whipping. They actually took the flags down, so I will not have as much of a reference for which way the wind is blowing. But with that being said, the rain has let up for just a bit. The umbrellas are kind of going away, so should make it interesting. We saw Texas City attempting to pass the ball a little more than they normally do, and they actually had a little bit of success with it. Unfortunately, one ball went a little far, one slipped off the hands and was an interception. I'm curious if Coach Sean Evans is going to wind up going back to that pass or if he soured on it, for the half.
I think that you will see them go more with the pass. They attempted 8 passes in the first half. They were 2 of 8 for 30 yards. I think that you will have to. They are going to have to if you're down 14. Ball High will get the ball to start the second half, and that's going to be the net right there is going to be the key to whether or not the Stings are going to be able to stay in this ball game. They've got to get a stop here and try to get the ball back into the hands of their offense because the last thing you want is for Ball High to get this and turn this into a 3-score game. This becomes suddenly not impossible, but it makes it a very tough mountain for the Stings to climb.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And we talked about it, very early on. It's something I saw. If I compared it to someone, the offense isn't the same, but the proportions of run to pass are the same. Georgia Tech in the college level constantly running the option. If they ever get behind, it's hard to catch up because now you're playing against the clock. You're running the ball constantly. You can't come back as well if you're a run-heavy team. So it's very difficult for a team like Texas City who likes to run the ball. What'd you say, probably 85, 90% of the time?
85. That's very good.
Something like that. It's very hard for them to make a comeback when they're down 2 scores, and now they're fighting the clock as well. And every run play, that clock becomes more and more of a factor. It slips away very quick. It was a very quick first half, in my opinion, other than the multiple timeouts on that last goal line stand we saw.
It was a quick first half, but like I said, going into this game, and like we've said throughout this game, it is going to be a very low-scoring affair. It is going to be a game that is going to be decided by defense, and it has been a game that has been dictated by the defenses. Ball High has been fortunate to get their defense to set them up for a touchdown. Texas City's defense has been fortunate to keep them in the game, and things are going to have to reverse for Texas City's favor in order for them to get back into this game.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Folks, about a minute and a half left in this halftime. We're going to take one more quick commercial break, and we will be ready, hopefully, to start the third quarter right at the end of these commercial breaks here at the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
We just wrapped up a great year for the Education Foundation. Supporting teachers and students is what we do. In October, we awarded a little over $140,000 to classrooms here in Santa Fe ISD. We have also been working hard to bring to life the Book and STEM Bus, also called the Indian Innovation Lab. We are in a new year and we have big goals. Don't you want to join us to make that happen for our teachers and students? Supporting education is a slam dunk.
We bring you back to live action. You saw there the picture-in-picture. Folks, Clear Life Media is cooking here. We could not do it without our sponsors. Thank you so much. As we get ready now, we see the Texas City Stingrays charging out onto the field. Brandon, we were just saying, during that commercial break, Ball High wound up showing up in droves. There's more people here than we thought there would be, and Texas City did not disappoint either. Rain, shine, football still happens, my man, and they are turning out here to see their team. This halftime, the stadium, I'm not going to lie to you, it ain't full, but it's a lot more full than I thought it would be.
It is, and this is Ball High's home opener. It is also Central Night. It is their way of honoring the great black high school, Central, that won the 1963 state championship. So it is their way of honoring that great program as they're wearing their Central jerseys here tonight.
That is awesome. I love anytime you can see a team from modern time pay respect and history to how we got where we are, pivotal moments like that in times in history. It's a phenomenal thing to see. So shout out to the Ball High players, shout out to the foundation, the school, and everything, turning out, showing up, and showing out as their team is up 14-0, and we get ready for the second half kickoff here.
Set to kickoff for Texas City is number 10, Ray Cabrera, back deep for the Tors. Whitberry, number 10, is on the far side. Jonah Williams is in the middle, and number 8, Javian Joseph, is lined up around his 12-yard line. So we'll see if they will attempt kicking it deep, and they do, and they will kick it in the direction of Williams at around the 3-yard line. He's to the 10, has room to the 20, breaks the tackle, 25-30, 35-40, still on his feet. Midfield breaks past the block, and for the second time in as many games, Jonah Williams is going to score a touchdown, but unfortunately, there looks like a flag is down. Flag is down at around the 24, maybe the 25-yard line, and oh my.
He got shot out of there like a cannon, and I got to believe someone had to have sprang that. Block in the back. That is the call, so unfortunately.
Yep, just saw it thanks to our replays.
Good job, the all-in-one Tents and Events replay, catching that penalty there. My goodness. And that's a tough thing, Brandon. You come out at the half, you get that huge surge of adrenaline, and then it just dumps. That play goes away. That could be a huge factor psychologically and physiologically for these teams. Because here's the thing, they still feel that play, as you see right there.
No doubt, but Texas City's got to feel like they dodged a bullet.
Yeah, no doubt.
If there is no flag, they're down 20-0, and the complexion of this game changes right out of the bat with 14 seconds going into the start of the third quarter. Williams, as you see in the replay again, he is just a dangerous ball player with the ball in his hands, and Texas Longhorn fans have got to be excited knowing that this guy's going to be yours in a year. First play to start the second half, it's going to be Barker. He will move forward for a few before he is finally brought down. Forward momentum probably gets him to around maybe the 15-yard line.
Yeah, Brendan, I'll tell you right away, there were a lot of players just kind of standing around. It looked like the energy was a little bit down on that first play. Who's going to find the energy first here in the second half? That might be the narrative going forward because there was a huge adrenaline dump that just happened. I'm very curious to see what happens because it looked like there was not a lot of fire, not a lot of energy on that ball-high offense.
Second down coming up. Barker rolls out, looks, calls his own number, has 20, and slides down to around the 28-yard line. Smart play by Barker, got the first down, preserves his body, and moves the chains for the Tors.
Yeah, you said it. Fantastic heads-up play. He's looking downfield, doesn't see anyone, takes it himself, and also protects his body. That's about as good a run from a quarterback as you can ask for.
Fifth carry of the night. He has got 20 yards on the evening. Back to throw. Low pass, incomplete. Just this second incompletion of the night. Intended for Bryce Holmes, number 24.
Short pass, low to the ground, like you said. I mean, again, Texas City dodges a bullet there. My goodness. I mean, it's one of those things. It doesn't feel like Texas City is playing up to their potential here at the second half.
Their defense has got to come up with the play. They've got to force a turnover to try to get back into it. Second down, passes to Charles, and Charles gets to the line of scrimmage and nothing else as that Sting defense is revved up now. That is Evans on the stop. Also number 6, Caden Clay on the tackle. No gain on the play, so it's a 3rd and 10 coming up for the Tors.
Folks, if you hear other voices in the room, we are sharing a press box with the Texas City coaches, so you will hear them excited, you will hear them upset, you will hear it all.
Swing pass to Wynn, and Wynn still on his feet, got to around the 33 before he's finally pushed out of bounds. So the Stings do get the Tors to punt. They give up a first down, but they do stiffen and force the Tors to punt. It'll be a 4th down and around 6 at the 32-yard line.
Yeah, and that's what you want to see.
The 34. It's a good stop, 4th and 4, as Barker lines up the punt.
That is, I apologize for cutting you off.
Yeah, no problem.
That is exactly what Texas City needs. They need some kind of momentum shift. They've got to do something to get the ball back. And look at this confusion on the sidelines there. Texas City trying to figure out what player's in, what player's out.
Barker, again, low-line drive. Ball just takes a bit of a bounce. Stings are just going to let that one go, and they'll die down at around the 25-yard line, which is where the Stings will start for the first time here in the second half. 9:21 to go here in the third quarter. It is 14-0 as the Stingeries try to get themselves back into this ball game.
And, Brandon, that field is a lot slicker than it looks. You know, the rain has let up. It's still coming down. But Donovan Delahite, number 14 on that punt, he couldn't even get out of his stance, slipped right to the floor. And we saw previously as well, it was it was number 9, Sayaki Jones, excuse me. He slipped several times as well. So that field is slick, and it's mainly the ball-high players that are having trouble with it on their own field.
We'll see if they can adjust. It was one of those things we were looking for to start the second half. So far, it looks like it's going to be more the same as these Stings get the ball to Burton, and Burton does not get much of anything. Gets to around the 27-yard line, if that. Burton came into the half. 5 carries, -3 yards. Tors have held them to -5 yards rushing. Now -3 after that short gain of 2.
Absolutely, and this is a pivotal drive for Texas City. They don't have to score here. It's only a 2-score game, but you have to show you have some life on offense coming into the half. You have to have drawn something up as a coach, gotten your players fired up, done something to show that this is going to be a different story here at the second half.
Votel throws ball is going to be incomplete, was looking in the direction of number 3, Blackman, and a little pushing and shoving.
That is going to be number 17.
Blackman is the stingray charged with the shove. Not sure as to whether or not who's going to get tackled a personal foul, but both guys losing their cool. Got one, the Tor player, celebrating a bit too much, and the frustration level showing up on Blackman. As you see Sean Evans patting on the head saying, hey, we don't need that. We need to be a cooler head.
That's the thing right here. You come out at the half, and your team is doing that. And the referee threw it. Now, help me out with my referee rules here. The ref also threw his hat. Can you remind everyone at home if you know? Because I actually don't know. I know it means something. What does it mean?
It means that it could be a prospect of a player. No, I don't think it's the case where a ball player is going to get tossed. It could be.
There was a hat thrown, and it was a deliberate hat throw.
Yes.
Yeah, if you know at home, please let us know. We'll be checking the chat because I do not know off the top of my head. But I do know it represents something. So that's our fault, but we're all going to learn something today. Regardless, though, that is not what you want as a Texas City team. You come out and right away, penalties offset again. That will be what it is. It is offsetting penalties, third down.
So third down coming up. This is the third time tonight we've seen this, offsetting penalties between both teams. So the officials are just letting them go.
Chippy game on both sides.
Votel steps up, throws this time, and that ball is going to be incomplete, and he will get the flag.
Easy call.
Jaden Johnson gets the flag, and the Stings are going to get a new set of downs on the pass interference.
Yeah, easy call there for the official. You see there, the defender just gets in the way. That was number 30 that got in the way. Joey Cancia, he's been a playmaker, mainly in the running game tonight, making some humongous hits, but that time, gets there a little early. That's not the kind of hit you want to make as a defensive player.
No, not at all. It's a great move for the Stings to get aggressive, going deep with Johnson. They get the pass interference, and it's not necessarily what you want, but it's what you need, and they get a 1st and 10 at their own 41. Votel in trouble is going to be sacked. Sacked by number 17, Cameron Thomas. The linebacker storms in and gets a huge loss of yardage for the Stings. They go all the way back to their 32.
And that's tough. He had time, but got a little gun shy. Wasn't sure where to throw it. And, Brandon, that's something that, they're only throwing the ball a handful of times. We talk about it. So now when you have to go to that throw in these pressure situations, down 14 against your rival on the Causeway, now all of a sudden you start getting a little hesitant. I've only thrown the ball about 10 times this year, Coach. What do you want from me?
Second down and 19 coming up. It'll be hand off to Stevens, and Stevens tries to turn a corner, evades one defender, and does not get past the second as the Tors again just deny the Stings ground game any type of access.
Absolutely. About 15 yards of running to get a loss. My goodness.
And he got to around the 26-yard line, so that's actually a loss.
Yeah. Much of running. It's like those Barry Sanders Lions plays where he runs about 20 yards just to get tackled on the line of scrimmage. But I'm sure they would kill for some of that nowadays.
Loss of one on that play. So a third down and 20 coming up for the Stings. They've got to get the ball to the 49, up ball high for a first. And Votel loses the football, still losing. The ball is still again. Loose, and it is a Tors ball. Ball says it's theirs. We'll wait and see. And
yes, it is.
Votel lost the football on the snap, tried to get it back, lost it as he was going down, and the Tors get the recovery. And no surprise, number 33, Robert Brock, in the midst of all of this again.
Absolutely. We said it. It's It's the inability to throw the ball. It's miscues in the passing game, an incomplete or an incomplete snap. Then the ball gets fumbled by the quarterback. In the previous play, the inability to throw, the indecision to throw, and it just stacks up and it stacks. You're not as good at passing as you are at running. So when the running game happens and you have to dribble left-handed, what do you do as an offense? Well, you turn the ball over inside the 20 and give Ball High a chance to go up 3 scores.
1st and 10. The ball is at the 16-yard line of Texas City, Wynn in the backfield with Barker. And it'll be a handoff to Wynn. And Wynn's got a huge hole with the flags down.
Yeah, they heard a whistle.
Play.
They heard a whistle we didn't hear because I was thinking the same thing. He's about to coast into the end zone.
False start. That takes the Tors back 5. So a 1st and 15 now at the 21-yard line.
My goodness. And the way Texas City's offense has played, and to their credit as well, Ball High's defense has played, I think a stop here is pivotal. This could be a nail in the coffin here in the 3rd quarter.
This is a huge stance for Texas City's defense coming here. Handoff is going to be to Wynn, and Wynn spins, gets close to the original line of scrimmage. Finally blow the whistle dead, probably around the 17-yard line. So we'll get 4 out of that one.
Tell you what, man, and that's a tough call to make as a commentator to say, well, in the 3rd quarter it could be over because I could easily have egg on my face if Texas City comes back. But just going off of the way these teams have played, and we've got
to stop the play. We've got a man down on the field. We'll go ahead and take the quick break on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
Another round.
Hey, you guys are tapped out.
We said we want another round.
I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, I gotta go.
Make us pillow hands.
Injuries happen. Sometimes it's your fault. And sometimes it's not. So if you're involved in a car accident, slip and fall, or work injury, and it's not your fault, you need a lawyer who will fight every round for you. So call Lone Star Injury Attorneys, proud sponsor of Elevate FC and Everything Houston.
We are live at the Clear Life Media Game of the Week. As you see there, the lovely Ball High stands. They are packed out over there, folks. My goodness.
Tors fans are always going to come out and support their team. And with this team coming off a 9-1 season last year, an impressive win over Manville, they look like they could be on their way to a 2-0 start. Still plenty of time for Texas City to come back. But as we mentioned, if Ball gets up and puts points on and makes this a 3-possession game, it's going to be tough sledding for the Stings.
Texas City would have to come out as an entirely new team.
Back to throw it. It's incomplete. Hesitant pass. Woodbury was the intended receiver. A couple of Stings in the vicinity as that ball just sails wide.
Absolutely. That was a pass play that could have been disastrous, and that's the kind of thing Texas City needs. They need a little bit of that disaster for Ball High.
So it's a 3rd-11 coming up for them now. And, again, it's an opportunity. If you can get the stop here, perhaps force the Tors to kick a field goal or even make it go for it on 4th down, it's an opportunity to keep this game somewhat close.
Texas City's defensive line was not set. They were not set on that.
And it showed right there as Wynn is able to part past a couple of defenders, gets inside the 15, gets close to around the 10-yard line. It looks like that is where they are going to spot him. And that is where they will bring out the field goal unit.
Yeah, that's been indicative of Texas City all day, just seeming like, trying to get their defense set up, trying to get, things like that, just little mental errors all night long, not having the energy. That's kind of been just the tale of Texas City. Ball High has just had it together a little bit more tonight.
Nick DeMarina, number 80, set to attempt the field goal, and it will be from about 25 yards. Should be well in his range. High snap, kick is up, and the kick is no good, and the Stingray defense holds. It is still 14-0 as the Stings force the Tors to an attempted field goal that sails wide with 4:32 to go here in the 3rd.
That is a huge, huge play right there from Texas City. That is exactly what you need to keep yourself in this ball game here in the 3rd quarter.
So 4:32 to go. third quarter, ball at their own 20-yard line. Now it's pretty much now or never for the Stingray offense to start getting something going. It's been a struggle all night long for them, but they've got to find something, and someone has got to step up and create some kind of big play for the Stings. 1st and 10 for Texas City. Votal in trouble. Votal spinning is just going to throw that one away. The extra spin allowed him to toss that one and avoid another loss of yardage on that one.
Absolutely. That ball high front seven just causing chaos. They're causing it in the run game. They're causing it in the pass game. And Texas City just has to do something. I don't know what it is at this point because they've tried running, they've tried passing, and they have had very little success with both.
They have just not been able to establish themselves at the point of attack against this front seven of Galveston. 2nd down and 10 coming up at the 20-yard line. 3 wide receivers over to the far side. And again, a bobble, and this is not going to be much of anything as, again, the Tors defense just swarms in the backfield with the loss of yardage. It's Walter Spurlock there with the carry, his first touch of the night. And that is going to take the Stings back a couple of yards, back to around the 18-yard line. So 3rd and 12 coming up for the Stings.
Yeah, when Ball High is playing at the level they are, Texas City needs to execute perfectly. And these bobbled snaps, these low snaps, high snaps, snaps on the floor, they are not helping your case.
3rd down coming up. Votal in, rolling out, steps up, throws, and that ball is going to be intercepted by Jonah Williams. Williams has got a convoy. He'll just step out of bounds at around the 8-yard line. So the Stings commit a 3rd turnover on the evening. Ball's deflected, landed in Williams' hands, and there's a man down the field. We'll take a quick break. Let them get that taken care of on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
Gain the knowledge for a successful career as an HVAC technician. HVAC techs are in high demand. Enroll today and get a degree in as little as 5 months.
It's been amazing, from the people to actually working in the lab, getting my hands dirty, which has been awesome, sitting in the class and you're finally getting your hands dirty. And other than that, having the experience to get out there and do what I want to do.
Financial aid is available for those who qualify. For information, visit gc.edu.
Welcome back, folks. The Clear Life Media Game of the Week. And, folks, we want to take a second to reintroduce you to our newest member of the Clear Life crew, Caitlin Pristine. Caitlin, how you liking things on the sideline? How's it feeling down there in the rain and the wind?
Back to action as the Tors have a 1st and goal, actually 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line. Barker has Wynn in the backfield with them. It'll be Wynn with the carry. Wynn is going to be tripped up. A nice stop by Spurlock. No, correction, number 6 sets Caden Clay there with the stop. So not much of anything on that play, making it 2nd down and 10 from the 11-yard line.
You got to be frustrated if you're a defensive-only player because you just got to stop. You just got a stop that should have been game-changing, and now you're right back where you started, just not less than 4 plays later.
2nd down and 11 coming up. A handoff again to Wynn, and Wynn will get past the 10, plunges to around maybe the 8-yard line. So he'll get 4 on that play. It'll make it 3rd down and about 7.
Absolutely. Texas City has to hold their ground one more time. How you can only bend and not break so many times. Everything gives way eventually. And, Ball High is kind of hoping that this is where it happens.
Jones now in the backfield with Barker on 3rd down, and it'll be Jones. Jones is going to move the pile, still spinning, and he will go in. Sucky Jones will go in for the score, and it is now 20-0. ball with 2:34 to go here in the third quarter. Jones' second touchdown of the young season.
Yes, Sayaki Jones, he just kept spinning, and wound up in that purple end zone. Touchdown, ball high, making it a 20-0 ball game. The Tors are blowing through, folks.
Marina is set to attempt the extra point as the Tors cash in off the Williams interception. Barker, the holder, low snap, but Martinez gets it up and he hooks it.
No good.
No good. A bit of good news for Texas City, but nonetheless, they are now finding themselves down 20-0 with 2:34 to go here in the third quarter on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
We talk about dreams. We talk about the Education Foundation. We realized parents aren't getting involved. When I talk to people who have children in the schools, they don't know what the Education Foundation is. My goal, my dream, actually, is that we get parents involved. If they could see the kids' faces light up when that box of Legos come in, or the new books, they would understand why they need to be a part of Education Foundation. You don't have to give $1,000. You don't have to give $500. If you're just giving every month, you just contribute $25 to Education Foundation. Just think what that would be if every parent in Santa Fe contributed $25 to Education Foundation. And our dreams would come true.
Welcome back, folks. The Clear Life Media Game of the Week, and Ball High is on a tear here at home. 20-0 over the rival Texas City. We said low scoring, but man, oh man, it seems like only one team got the memo.
As Marinas kicks a pooch that is going to be down by Evans at around the 30-yard line for Texas City. Stings have committed 3 turnovers, and 2 have led to touchdowns.
Absolutely. It's one of those things where we're seeing the defense. It's this perfect storm, very appropriate for a Tor team. This perfect storm, if you will, where their defense is clicking on all cylinders. They're firing on all cylinders, and the offense just can't seem to get it rolling. We've seen mismanaged snaps. We've seen drop passes, and we've seen Ball High take advantage of all of those while also creating their own opportunities. It's been a nightmare night so far for Texas City.
Stings with 1st and 10 at their 30-yard line. It'll be a handoff, and not much of anything. Looks like it was Spurlock on the carry. He got to around the line of scrimmage, and that has really been about the extent of Texas City's run game all night long, getting to the line of scrimmage, if that. That was Burton on the carry, as he's going to be replaced.
Absolutely. Something needs to change for Texas City. We talked about it, how the previous week they had multiple ball carriers. None of the ball carriers have been able to get anything really going in this game.
Not at all, as they'll face a 2nd down and 10. They'll hand off this time. Looks like Clay with the carry, and he will get to around the 33-yard line before he is stopped. Stings want a late hit, or because the play continued, but they will get that to no avail.
And at this point, Texas City is, anything you can get to try to help you out. There's been some drives where it felt like they had success, but it was really just penalty yardage and things like that. This has been a chippy game as well. I think we've had, 3 offsetting penalties on plays, something like that. Personal fouls, shoving, chippiness. The energy is high. The emotion is high in this one.
3rd down and 7 coming up for the 33. High snap. Votel back, has some time, steps up, throws, looks downfield, looking for a man, incomplete. He had Johnson, but Johnson lost track of the football. And that was an opportunity for Texas City to get themselves back in it, and they missed it.
Absolutely. I think that ball just needed to come out a little bit sooner. That was right at the end of his arm strength. We saw the ball come up just short. And actually, Texas City looks like they have a player down. We will take a quick commercial break, and we will be back after a short message from our sponsors.
Hey, everybody, it's AJ with Hippie Fertilizer. Hey, everybody, it's AJ with Hippie Fertilizing. We are here to help fix your lawn. Does it currently look brown, dead, dry, patchy? We'll call a Hippie. we can help turn it around. And one of the best ways to do that is with our Hippie Juice Plus application to revitalize your soil, your turf, and help give you a lush green lawn you're looking for. Please fill out our contact form at hippiefertilizing.com, because nobody knows grass like a hippie. Peace.
Muscle Cars of Texas and Moody Gardens present the annual car show at Moody Gardens, September 7th and 8th. Register your car today at the Moody Gardens website.
Hey folks, we're at Moody Gardens. The 7th and 8th of September is the car show's coming back to Moody Gardens. So we want to pack this place with your cars. You got something out there? Go on their website, register, get your car down here, spend the weekend, bring the kids. It's going to be a fantastic weekend right here at Moody Gardens.
Welcome back, folks. Clear Life Media Game of the Week. Clay Roberts calling the action here with Brandon Williams. And Brandon, thankfully, the Texas City player able to walk off the field under his own power.
Good news on that end as the Stings set up to punt. Williams and Woodbury back deep for the Tors, and the Tors came after that one as it is a bouncer that will be fielded by Williams. He'll go to the 30, 35, 40, still down to around the 44-yard line. So a good return by Jonah Williams as the Tors will get good field position after the 25-yard return by Williams on the punt.
Absolutely. Best punt of the night. Thankfully, they were able to wrangle Williams in that time. We saw the heart attack scare a little bit earlier with the long kickoff return that came back, and Williams was trying to get it back there.
He's got 6 touchdowns on the season. Came close to a 7th on that kickoff return and almost got a 7th on an interception. Anytime the ball is in his hands, be it offense, defense, or special teams, you've got to hold your breath.
Absolutely. Versatility at this level, you got to believe is going to translate to the next level as well.
There is no question. He is the latest in a long, long line of talents, and he's a talent that will probably find himself playing on Sundays in a few years. 1st and 10, Tors. Barker back, looking, steps up, throws over the middle, has a man caught by Woodbury at the 20, and he is going to outrun the rest of the Stings into the end zone for what will be a 56-yard touchdown. A flag is thrown. Not sure what it's going to be, whether it's going to stand up or what. But if it does, it makes it 26-0 with a point after coming.
I tell you what, Brandon, we'll see if the play stands. We're going to wait patiently and see. But that play was run beautifully. You had one receiver running deep, and both safeties followed him. I'm not sure if we'll have a shot on that. We see it here, the all-in-one Tents and Events replay. Both the safeties followed. That's why number 1 had that cushion it was given, and it set up the passing lane perfectly. Look at this. It looks like it's going to be brought back. The referees are delineating.
And that would be the second. If that is indeed the case, it'll be the second touchdown that the Tors are going to lose via penalty this evening. They lost the kickoff return to start the second half, and they will lose what would have been a 54-yard touchdown if this penalty holds up.
Absolutely. And I tell you what, man, that's the kind of thing if you're a good coach, and I have no doubt the Ball High's coach is fantastic. That's the thing you harp on. Yes, you won 20-0. You won whatever the score might be at the end. You won, but we could have won more. We made these tiny mental errors, these little penalties that kept us from scoring more points, kept kickoff returns, big pass plays. Those mental errors are the things that you harp on as a coach that will hurt you deep into playoff runs and deep into seasons.
The touchdown will count, but it will be a personal foul that will force the Tors to kick the ball. The extra point might be a bit further. Wait and see. It looked like they did confirm touchdown. It is a touchdown. So it's a 56-yard reception by Woodbury.
So the penalty most likely was after the play then. That is, again, mental errors on Ball High's part. This game has been chippy, folks. Emotions running high. You see, once again, the all-in-one Tents and Events replay. Huge pass, the biggest play of this game by far. Ball High is running away with it.
Marina is attempting the extra point again as he will try to start a new streak, and he will do so. Extra point is good. With 50 seconds to go in the third quarter, it is now Ball 27, Texas City nothing on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
live in Santa Fe for the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
Has a first down. Got a block. It's going to score!
Don't be surprised. Insurance companies offer bad deals for injury claims. And many lawyers, they take the bad deal and move on to the next case. You have a choice. Hire a lawyer who will do the work. Set the tone against the insurance companies so that you get the max for your injury case. So call Lone Star Injury Attorneys, where we do the work. And we punish the insurance companies when they give bad deals. Lone Star Injury Attorneys is a proud sponsor of the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
Good night, everybody.
Welcome back, folks. The Clear Life Media Game of the Week, live at Corval Stadium. Ball High taking it to Texas City, 27-0. You know, I said it earlier. You know, we said low-scoring game, but it looks like only one team got the memo.
There's no question, as the personal foul penalty forces the Tors to kick off from their own 25-yard line. So the Stings will get something out of this, some good field position at around the 46-yard line as Evans makes the fair catch. 27-0 at this point. If you're the Stings, you just want to start working ahead toward next week.
No doubt.
You don't, a comeback probably isn't going to happen here. You just want to get out of here with some sort of positives for the next 12 minutes and 50 seconds. And at the same time, most importantly, you want to make sure that you get out of here without any serious injuries.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it's one of those, we talk about good field position, but how good a field position would they need when they're averaging about, 2 yards a drive, give or take, if that?
First and 10 coming up the 45-yard line. Votal back. Has some time. Now faces pressure. Still, it finally will be sacked. Thought he was going to get out of there, but he is dragged down. Number 17, Cameron Thomas, there on the sack. Also in there, number 9, Saki Jones. And number 97, Xavion Hubbard.
Absolutely. Ball High's front seven has been menacing. It's their linebackers. It's their defensive line. They're bringing blitzes from different angles. They have found a way to just disrupt what has already been a fizzling Texas City offense. As we get ready, I believe we are winding down the third quarter. We get ready. Folks, it's been one-sided. We got one more quarter to go. Let's bring on the second string, third string. Let those freshmen and sophomores play a little bit. Texas City 0, Ball High 27 at the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
Thank you, Ryan Massa Realtor, for sponsoring the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media. Ryan is a realtor specializing in first-time home buyers and relocations to the Texas Gulf Coast region. Finding your tomorrow home today. Learn more on Facebook at Massa Realtor. Embrace the chaos. Visit riotsports.co to learn more and purchase product. And use discount code CL10 to save.
Welcome back, folks. The start of the fourth quarter here in the Clear Life Media Game of the Week. I'm Clay Roberts calling the action with my main man, Brendan Williams.
As the fourth quarter starts, and it is a carry by Burton, and Burton gets the ball to around the 40-yard line. Gain of about 5, and really it's probably one of the best runs of the night for the Stings.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And this is one of those where you start getting the underclassmen out there, you start getting your backups in there. You're probably going to see a different set of play. It's a different story kind of starts because all these guys have different mindsets and something else to prove.
Third down and 15 coming up at the 40-yard line.
Well, if you're the coach for Ball High, if you're those starters, you're wanting to tell them, hey, keep that passion, keep that energy, keep that rhythm.
Votal back, steps, throws. Ball is going to be caught. Short gain caught by Johnson. Tackle made by number 8, Javian Joseph. So it's a gain of about 4, makes it 4th down and 16. Now I figured that why the heck not? No, they actually will bring in the punting unit. So at this point, it'll be interesting to see as to whether or not Ball head coach Shelton McKnight will give the opportunity for some of his starters to get a rest in here offensively.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I got to think you want to keep the ball on the ground, just keep that ball moving, maybe get some short passes in there, just keep your backups all warmed up and make sure they get some playing time, appropriate playing time. But, yeah, it's one of those things where I think everybody just wanted to get out of here and get home safe.
Williams and Woodbury back deep for the Tors. And a punt takes a bit of a Tor bounce and is picked up by Woodbury at around the 38, 39-yard line. Looked like he might have touched the Tor.
Yeah, the Texas City coach's box up here was screaming, he touched it, he touched it. You know, I couldn't see it. You know, we're looking up here from the press box. They got better angles than we do, I guess. But regardless, Ball High gets the ball back.
It looks like the Tors will keep their starters in there for the time being with 10 minutes, 28 seconds to go in this one. They'll start 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line, leading 27-0 and on their way to a 2-0 start. Jonah Williams now in the lineup for the Tors. He is lined up as a slot to the near side. Handoff is going to be to Wynn, and Wynn is going to get smashed. No gain on that play. Sting defense showed up there. Number 99, Dustin Taylor, there on the stop. So a gain of about 1, actually nothing. He just got maybe an inch or so let's still call it 2nd and 10.
Absolutely. At least you see the Texas City players aren't letting up. You know, that's still a big hit. They're still getting in there trying to make the tackles. They're not walking through things. You know, we might be talking about, hey, let's get this thing wrapped up. Let's get everybody out there. But they're still out there hitting hard, man.
2nd and 9, back to throw. Barker throws, and that ball is incomplete. Intended receiver was London Dayon, and Dayon was not able to hold on to that one.
Just out of reach, that ball. I tell you what, man, we've talked about it earlier. It's been less of a factor in the second half, but the wind is still whipping. We've got ponchos flying. They took the flags down, but it has been just a rainy, messy, windy ball game, and it seems like Ball High has adjusted to it much, much better than Texas City has.
3rd down and 9 coming up for the Tors at their 40-yard line. Barker back, swing pass is going to be to Wynn. Wynn is going to be swung out of bounds at around the 42-yard line. Stop there made by number 23, Eric Garrett. So the Tors will punt after the Stings get a 3-and-out here with 9:33 remaining.
Good for Texas City. You know, you get the moral victory. You manage to get a stop. You got to believe they would want to get some points on the board. You do not want to come all the way down to Ball High and wind up getting skunked. You know, get some points on the board. That's what this drive should be. It should be, hey, you know, play how you're going to play no matter what the scoreboard is, no matter what it says, no matter what's happening, how late it is, whatever's going on. Play like you mean it and play with some intensity. That's what you should do on this drive for Texas City.
Dayton Johnson back deep won't be near the punt as that ball will go out of bounds. They will spot the ball at around the 20. It's the official to the 30-yard line. So the Stings will get a new set of downs, 1st and 10 at their 30-yard line, 9:25 remaining as they trail 27-0 to the Tors. We thought this, as we've talked about, you know, we thought this would be a fairly low-scoring game, and it has really been a case of where the Tors got out early and they have dictated the pace and have done all the scoring.
Absolutely. And we actually haven't talked about it much other than the one chat that he sent in. Texas City's, you know, biggest offensive threat graduated last year. That was Caleb Bell. We just have not, you know, we haven't really seen them have that same offensive thump this game around, you know. But credit to Ball High. They came in. They knew exactly what they needed to do. They said, stop the run, force them to pass. That's exactly what we're seeing.
They've done. They have done such a tremendous job of keeping the Stingray offense off balance, and the Stings have been unable to get their running game on track. And when they're unable to do that, it is a tough situation for them to contend with.
You hit the nail on the head there with off balance. That's been the key. Is most of the big plays for Ball High on the other side have been pass plays. They set it up with the run to throw the pass. We see your Texas City
toss
again.
To Stevens, and again,
as
the Tor defense is just there, and Stevens will probably lose a yard on that play. A number of Tors there on the stop.
That's, again, as we're saying it, we see it play out right in front of our eyes. You can't get the run going. You have to dribble left-handed, and it's, you know, they just can't do it. Ball High has not been, Texas City has just not been able to complete the passes in the same measure, with the ssame volume, with the same impact that Ball High has been able to.
when Quigley, first time we had a chance to call his name, he was amongst the players on that previous stop. 3rd down and long. Votaw throws. Ball's going to be caught by Johnson, and Johnson's going to be tripped up. That play was smoked out as number 5, Phoenix Pope, there on the tackle, and the Stings go backwards yet again on another 3 and out.
Yeah, and that starts with that front 7. They got pressure back there. The front 7 for Ball High gets pressure, and it forces that ball to be slung, and the ball is slung high, so the receiver has to go up and pull it down, and by the time he gets the ground with both feet, the defender's there to make the play.
4th down and 11 coming up, 7:30 to go here in the contest as Evans will punt. Williams and Woodbury back deep for the Tors as they're looking for another man to come in. They had 10 men on the field. Finally, number 46
Texas City, all night long, little mistakes like that for Texas City.
Evans gets the punt off, and it is going to bounce. Woodbury loses it for a moment, breaks 1 tackle, breaks 2, and finally dragged down. He made that an interesting 2 or 3 yard punt return, as he has stopped it around the 49-yard line.
My goodness.
So 6:55 to go, 6:53 now, counting here as the Stings defense gets back on the field.
Juwan Woodbury has made some highlight plays tonight. That might be the most exciting 3-yard return I've ever seen.
It looked like disaster. Then for a moment it looked like it could have been disaster for the Stings, and then finally it just turned out to be at the end, about a 3-yard punt return.
My goodness.
So 1st and 10 now for the Tors as they do get some new faces into the lineup. Barker still in the backfield with Lynn. They go to 3 receiver set. Woodbury in motion. Barker back, steps up. He will throw the screen. Charles just fumbles the ball, incomplete.
Well, that will be an incomplete pass.
He thought it would be ball. They were on the other side. I
If
think
you could hear it.
Backwards play, but it's an incomplete pass.
I'm not sure if you could hear the Texas City coaches. They scream ball, but yeah, incomplete pass there.
So 2nd and 10 for the Tors at their 49-yard line, 6:26 remaining.
Yeah, and credit where it's due. Ball High has had more plays. They've had the bigger plays, but Texas City has not made it easy. They have not been able to just run away with this one, at least not easily.
Handoff is going to be to Wynn. Wynn gets past midfield, and he will get to around maybe the 47-yard line, so he'll pick up 4 on that play. It's a very deceptive 27-0 game because as a whole, the Stings defense has played fairly well despite the fact that they've given up 27 points, but turnovers really hurt them. 3 of those touchdowns were a result of turnovers.
I believe I saw a stat, it was a few years ago, it said in football games at all levels, once the score becomes, or once the turnover game falls to one side, the probability of that team winning goes up about, 30% as the turnover, game switches over.
Barker with the call as he will get to around the 45. He'll be a few yards short up 1st down.
Absolutely. And that's really been the thing. It's just been the wrong plays at the right time, the right plays at the wrong time. Ball High has just managed to – the ball has just bounced a little bit more their way, and they've played better ball all around. They've had better passing attack. The running game has been a little more consistent, and you have the yardage numbers there. If you could give us those, because it's definitely in the favor of Ball High, just having a little bit more in their favor.
Oh, there's no question. And I think that right now, as a play stops, looked like it was either a false start or the layup game. But going into the start of the 3rd quarter, the Stings had 25 yards of offense. I think right now, take a quick look at it, they are probably around maybe at the 40 yards of offense mark. It would take a lot for them to get over 100 here tonight.
My goodness. And that's saying something. When your offense, it doesn't matter how good your defense plays. And granted, it's one thing for us to sit here and talk about them playing good defense. They gave up 27 points. No defense wants to give up 27 points. But when your offense can't even hit the triple-digit mark on yardage, you got an issue. Like, they've got to sort that out. And that's kind of been a consistent theme. They don't have, it doesn't seem to me at least, the heavy hitter on the running game. We always talked about Caleb Bell every game of the week we had. And now we're sitting here seeing, they can't seem to get the run game going, and this whole team just starts to fall apart as that punt just trickles back into the end zone for a touchback.
And that is something that Sean Evans and the Stings are going to have to figure out within the next week or so, especially after a game like this. Week one, you face a Sterling team that you know you're going to win. You look dominant. You get a lot of faces in there. Now the competition level comes up here tonight, and you find yourself on the tail end of a 27-0 score. So,
and credit to Sean Evans at the very least, and I apologize for cutting you off. They did try to pass the ball. There were passes that were on point that slipped through the hands, and you can blame it on the rain, you can blame it on the weather, you can blame it on the boogie. I don't care. It's still a turnover, and you've got to bring those balls down. And that's been the thing. It's a lot of mental errors for Texas City. That's what Sean Evans needs to be taken care of in this one, because we saw the high snaps, we saw fumbles, we saw all kinds of things. Just Texas City did not have it together tonight.
And on that previous play there, it just is indicative of what happens. The ball flies into the hands of Stevens when it was intended for Votow. Stevens ends up losing a yard on that play, so it's a 2nd and 11, and that has really been a problem tonight for Texas City. 2nd and long, 3rd long, when you're not able to get your running game in those favorable short yardage situations, and you've got a young quarterback in there like you have in Votow. He is learning under fire, and right now the fire has been burning in most of the evening. And off to Stevens. Stevens gets past the 20 to around the 21-yard line, so you'll get 2 yards on that play.
I want to take just a second, as soon as we can get it pulled up for us. I want to let y'all know where you can catch Clear Life Media coming up in the future. Next week, Ball High once again at Friendswood. It's going to be a good one, folks. That'll be September 13th. September 20th, Lamar Cons and Santa Fe. We're going to Santa Fe, one of my favorite places to call a ball game. And then September 27th, LaPorte and Friendswood. And, folks, we're going all the way through this season. We've got all kinds of places we're going. We're going to new places, Brandon. It's going to be a good one, man. I'm excited for this season.
And it's an exciting season. We're just getting started as we see for the first time tonight Colin Harris with the carry, and he actually moved the ball a bit down to around the 27-yard line, so a gain of 6 on his first attempt. Yeah, next week we see the same Torts team again against Friendswood. Mustangs started out 0-1. They lost their opener. And we'll see a Friendswood team that loves to throw the ball. And this will be a challenge for the Torres secondary going into next week.
That front seven has caused chaos against the Texas City team that isn't as comfortable throwing the ball. So I'm very curious what's going to happen. That's going to be an interesting matchup. 0-1, 1-0, or whatever it might be going in. That's going to be an interesting matchup anytime.
Stings will just let that ball die down at around the 37-yard line. 2 minutes, 31 seconds left in the ball game. So figure a few more handoffs and it's a done deal. For the Tors, it's a win. You're 2-0, but I can guarantee you that Coach Shelton Knight will find things that he's not pleased about. He did have 2 touchdowns that were called back. The running game was good, but not great. The passing game was solid, but
not excellent.
Not excellent. There are things that this team will need to work on going into next week.
Absolutely. That's the name of the game as a coach. It's progress, not perfection. You just keep picking away. And over time, you just focus on the next win. And before you look back, you've got a winning season. Maybe you're in the playoffs. That's the hope. But it's just a matter of one game at a time, 1 week at a time, one practice at a time, one play at a time.
1st and 10 coming up. It'll be a handoff to Wynn. And Wynn will get to around the 40-yard line. So he'll get about 3 on that play.
After that play, I want to take just a second. One more time. We could not bring you the game of the week here at Clear Life Media without all of our sponsors. I want to thank B&O Construction, Galveston College, Lone Star Injury Attorneys, Santa Fe Education Foundation, Ryan Massa, Communities and Schools in the Bay Area, Hippie Fertilizing, Texas First Bank, Hitchcock Economic Development, Texas Pit Stop Barbecue, Provident Oak Financial, and of course all of our replays are brought to you by All-in-One Tents and Events. Thank you so much to all of our sponsors here at Clear Life Media. We appreciate you guys helping us bring the action to everybody around the world.
Oh, without question. And it's a young season. If you still want to help and advertise with Clear Life Media, feel more than free to connect with us. We'll be more than happy to have you as one of our highlight advertisers for the game of the week as we go inside a minute and 20 seconds remaining in the contest.
Absolutely. You know, it's always a good time here at Clear Life Media. We always have fun. Rain, shine, storm, wind, whatever it is. You know, Brendan and I are going to be here calling the action for you, calling the action with you.
Handoff's going to be to Wynn, and Wynn's going to bounce off with one tackle, turns to the corner to the 45, gets past midfield, and will be down to around the 48-yard line now. That's what they're going to spot him at. 48-yard line. Clock is at 47 seconds here in the contest.
Folks, we are winding down. I want to thank everyone for joining us at the Clear Life Media Game of the Week, man. It's been a good one. You know, anytime you have Texas City, Ball High, you know, you always expect it to be a good game. And again, like you said, it's a deceptive 27-0. Texas City had its moments. Ball High just had more.
First and 10 for the Tors, and Wynn is just going to be swept by a host of defenders, and he is going to be stopped. And that will be the final play of this game as the final 15 seconds begin to tick off here.
Absolutely. We're going to wind up wrapping it up. And what a game, though. You know, congratulations. Ball High victorious over Texas City 27-0. As we see the lights flash, the celebration has begun for the Tors here on Galveston Island. Coralville Stadium lighting up. My goodness.
An impressive performance by the Tors. They will go to 2-0 on the season. Of course, we'll see them next week at Friendswood. Stings will go to 1-1. Lots of work to do for both teams. It's a non-district. You know, it's a local bragging rights, but at the end of the day, both teams know that they've got a lot to work on.
No doubt about it. Folks, thank you all so much for joining us at the Clear Life Media Game of the Week. For all the Clear Life crew, the guys in the truck, for Caitlin on the sideline, I'm Clay Roberts. This has been Brandon Williams. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week at Friendswood.